Blue Ranger power. Greetings everyone, all my fellow cosplayers and gamers. Got Blue Ranger Power here, episode number 15 of Toys Unboxing and Thoughts. And it's Power Ranger time again. But heads up, it's gonna be a little. I got this Lord Zedd single figure. I bought it a long time ago. And this Rita and Zedd 2-pack. GameStop exclusive. Okay, fair warning me. Everyone knows I hate GameStop. But this is they were the only place who had this for a decent price. They had it on sale. Because this was selling for 60 plus on eBay and everywhere else. And they had it for before. I said, you know what? I swallowed my pride and bought it. And there's two Lord Zeds. So we're going to compare the two. See if they're exactly the same, which I think they are. But first things first, let's get this one. I bought this as a long time ago. I just never really got around to doing the unboxing. See here. Get a better look at it, the side. Get a better look. Got a lightning red bolt in the back. Of course, all of the Hasbro figures tend to come with this kind of little lightning effect. There's the toy. And here's our base figure. Like how it has the wires and all that stuff. And then of course, whoops. And he has his Lord Zedd staff. Then of course these little things that they use to make the monster grows. But he didn't say the line like Rita does, obviously. And some hands. Some extra hands. Well, first things first. Let's put this stuff in. Whoops. Dropping stuff. Bear with me. So take this hand out. Put the fist in. Then I go take this hand out, put his other hand in here. One thing I do have a bit of a complaint, this thing pops off way too easily. Not a deal breaker, but it's a little annoying. Then here we are. So now we're going to do things to it with his staff hands in. Lord Zedd is a pretty cool villain. But it's the classic stuff where it's all about, obviously. Like with Rita and all them. Of course, Rita does come back later, and you all know the story. There, he's got his staff right here. And his little thing to make the monster grow. So, what do I think of this toy? Not a bad toy. It's pretty cool. Just when you take the hands off, these things pop off every time. So you have to make sure you slide them back on. So when you want to change hands, you got to be very careful. It should have been just permanently attached. Not a bad thing, but definitely something that could have been improved. Staff there, not too bad for what it is. So this is really not a bad figure. Put that over here. Now for this one. Well, here's the box. It's not bad. The base figure. Rita. And I love this Hasbro toys, but this one I find something a little bit questionable with these. If I can get it out. Rita. Not gonna lie, she does look really cool, but one slight, tiny problem is cloth. The thing about cloth, it deteriorates over time. And fortunately, The thing about cloth, sometimes it can get caught in these crevices and then ruin it. So that's a small problem I have. Just a small one, but it is another issue. It looks very detailed for what it is. Of course, and then let me pull Zed out. There's the one. So here, do we still have the same problems? Alright, well this one they seem to stay on a little bit better, so maybe that was just a dud I got, so I don't know, but still cool. And then actually I've already seen some differences between these two figures. Like if you look at his hands right here and look at the hands right here, you see they're a little more closer. Like it has the several nails at the end. So that's definitely improved it. So this one's already winning by far. So, yeah, but outside the nails, these figures are pretty much spot on alike. Of course, Lord Zed's staff and his light effect. This one's purple, and the one from the other one is red. Purple one makes a little more sense, though, but that's just me. Oh yeah, and then I'm getting sidetracked here. And Rita's wand, that actually looks really good. I like it. Actually, remember, magic wand, make my monster grow. It's a little bit tedious to get in her hands, I've noticed. It's not a bit. This read is not horrible, but this cloth is a little bit annoying, and it's odd that like she can't grip the wand unless you really force it. And her other sets of hands are just, you can't even do anything with the other sets of hands. See, it's just a fist, like a claw hand. So I'm probably not going to use those, so I'll put those back in here. And Zed's hands are here, yeah, this one actually has the nails at the end as well. So this one, that's already a big difference I've noticed. And also, this, if I can get it out. A little tedious, bear with me. Came with a bouquet of flowers, because we all know the love thing with Rita and Zed. The love potion itself. And the green crystal to take down the Green Ranger. And another little awesome thing. Well, let me get these, see if I can get these figures a little more. Let's see, Lord Zed. Oops. The staffs are pretty much like, the Zed staffs are exactly the same. Not a difference in them. And Zed's hands, see here. Well, he does have one hand to hold the staff. Let's see how well that works out. Another problem, getting him to hold the staff. That's another problem I'm having here. There we are. Because I was hoping that you could have both his hands holding, so like back in the show when they did this. But unfortunately you can't do that with these figures because... So like I said, it's not a horrible figure, but there's definitely room for improvements on these figures. Not the... Yeah, but the cloth is definitely not the best move in my opinion, but that's just me. But it's a cool figure, nonetheless, just if you want to just display it properly, or if you're just a collector. Yeah, I just don't like how Rita is like so hard just to get her to hold the wand. There we go. Her head is just way too loose too. Not sure if that was deliberate or on accident, but his head's really loose. Like, not the slightest movement will move it. But it's not a bad toy. See how, and ooh, it's a little woozy a little bit, trying to get it to stand. Alright, there we are. And one more thing I forgot to mention about this toy. It does also come with the ball thing he uses to make the monsters grow as well. But this one has a little red in the middle. Oops. And he could hold it in the other hand if he wants, so that's a nifty little feature. So yeah, and that pretty much wraps it up with these figures. It's really overall not the best figure that Hasbro could have done, but this one there's definitely room for a little bit of improvements. Like, you should be able to hold, they should both be able to hold the staff with two hands no problem and do the cross thing they did to make the monsters grow, but fortunately this one you can't do that. Unless there's unless you do it the one-handed way, which is not the way I like to do it, unfortunately. But that's just me. But hey, these toys are really not bad. This is the one that was out of the 2-pack. And this is the one out of the single pack. Like I said, they are pretty much identical. The only key difference is his nails here are non-existent, and here they're silver. But like I said, in my opinion, this one's better in my opinion, just slightly, but not a whole lot. But outside that, it's pretty much an identical figure. And that pretty much it. What do I think of these figures? I'd give them a 6 out of 10, maybe a 6.5. They're not horrible, but some key things they screwed up, like holding the wand is like so tedious, which shouldn't be that tedious. And the cloth definitely should not have been there because it gets stuck in the crevices on these toys. And that pretty much wraps it up. But not a horrible figure, but if you do have a chance to pick these up at a good deal, I'd recommend picking them up if you find them for a good deal. And that pretty much wraps it up this video. Alright everyone, have you picked up any Power Ranger toys? What do you think of these? Let me know in the comment section below. And also drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Have it already, hit the subscribe button. Alright everyone, Blue Ranger out.